Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? It's Big E here. We're back on the Ironman.
Hi.
We're coasting in on an eagle into Airy Peak here. The reason we are here because we're just going to be grinding some green mobs, grinding up on them, being inappropriate with them. You know how we do. All of the quests I have right now are just not really doable. We're in a similar situation on the Naked Warrior. So we're going to grind up some mobs. This is a good place for us to do such a thing. Hope everybody is well. Sure do. Made some sales on the auction house. Made about 2 gold, I think. We'll take it. We're going to be slaying some wolves, maybe some owlkin, and some trolls. Oh my. That's right. These wolves are good to grind because they drop a sellable item, at least one. They drop the tender wolf meat, I believe. I believe I can fly. They drop red wolf meat and tender wolf meat, I think. And that tender wolf meat is it's a crucial step in the cooking journey. Well, one of them. How dare you do that? I do this. Let's just get rid of that. Okay, that's my friend I haven't spoken to. I don't speak to my friend Christine very often. She lives way up in the northern part of New Mexico, and I live way down in the south. But I might be going up to visit her. I'm planning to do some visiting this summer. A couple of friends. I've not really been able to do anything like that because my Camaro's been... It's so many damn problems. But now that I've got the electric car, everything works on it. It's amazing. Yeah, I might drive up there and see her. Have a little visit. I met her. I used to live in Albuquerque. When I first moved to New Mexico, I was living in Albuquerque, which is like the center of the state, kind of. I think it's the biggest city in New Mexico, I think by far. But yeah, I met her up there, and she's super, super cool and chill. We have similar what, Eric? Similar mental things. She's a super cool person. She really is. We just have things in common. Let's put it that way. She's one of the most down-to-earth people that I've ever known in my life. She's just really, really cool. And she's really funny, too. Good sense of humor. And we met in a place that was kind of... how do I word it? I guess you wouldn't expect to make friends in a place that we met. Hey, brother. Druid, huh? What if he's getting the feathers? He might be. We passed some if he was. Anyway, we kind of had a connection in there and became friends, and we kept in touch all these years. Like 5 years later, I think. 5, maybe 6. Gonna walk out of range again. Anyway, I'll probably go visit her here in New Mexico, and I think it's about a 5-6 hour drive up there. Let's get a little hotel for the night or something. We both, you know, kind of need our own privacy and stuff like that. But we'll hang out for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go to Nevada, visit a friend out there as well. That's the plan. Anyway, we check in with each other from time to time, just, you know, a little text message. She didn't actually know that I'd gotten a new car or anything like that. I say new car. It's a 2015. It's 10 years old. I've talked about it on the channel. It's like brand new. It's kind of crazy. It's in great shape. Very low miles. And the only thing I could afford. Yeah. Hunter. Skin 'em up. Skin 'em up. Skin 'em up. Way up. Looks like we got a few people slaying the wolves. Slaying the wolves. Judas Priest is breaking the law, breaking the law. Not us. We're skinning the wolves, skinning the wolves. Whirlwind axe. Oh, never mind. Let's see. Look, I thought we were going to hit level 48. Now we're 47's the next level, so doesn't mean anything for us. Nothing to train. No talent to pick. Moved my secondary monitor. I had it like up here, like up high, but I realized it's kind of a shit position for it. So now I've kind of got them side by side. Wow, Eric, that's fascinating. More tales of adventure. That was a tale, Eric. Then what happened? It's the end of the story. Scalper. A scalper, as it were. Yes. Throwing axe versus magic wand. Get wrecked. She's going to run off. Fuck. Okay, we got her. That could have been much worse if she had continued running. Well, not much worse. We were like okay there, but still. These zealots will not run away. We have found that out. After years of studying, all kinds of different tests, hypotheses were put forth and tested. Some were proved, some were, well, one was proved. What are you talking about, Eric? I don't know. Do they enrage? They do enrage, which means I think they're slower when they're enraged here. I don't really want them to be enraged. I don't really like that. I don't really like that. You still enraged? Can't tell. Yeah, they dropped the red wolf meat here, and as you can see, the tender wolf meat. Gonna be selling, vendoring that. I don't know what the deal is with Mage Royal right now. As you can see, you can vendor it for 20 copper. It's auctioning for like 15 and 16 copper. It's 0 cents. I think it's this is just people who don't use like an auction add-on, I think. I never used to use one either, but I can't really live without it now. It's real helpful. Some people use TSM, which I think is Trade Skill Master. It's got a bunch of things you can do with it. I just like Auctionator because I don't really play the auction house that much. I just want to be able to find something quickly, sort it. Well, really just selling. It automatically looks up whatever you're selling, finds the price, and it will post yours for 1 copper cheaper. But you can set it. There's like a million settings you can use with it. It's good to use because it keeps people from... because sometimes you'll have an item, like there's several items up there, and everybody is just slightly underbid. So it keeps the price good. And then you've got one person who, like, so you've got an item up there for, say, 2 gold. And somebody comes along, they don't check, or maybe they just don't care, and they post their item for like 50 silver or something. And then the next person comes along, it's 49, right? And so you end up undercutting way too quickly, which devalues the item. Yeah, financial tips from Big E. You don't want that from me. I'll say that right now. You don't want financial tips from me. I don't really dig the sound of this wand very much. We can get a new wand at level 49 and 50. We can get a new white vendor wand. You can get it in Ironforge Stormwind for the Alliance. If you're the Horde, Undercity, and Ogremar. I don't know where the wand vendor is in Undercity, but I do know where the wand vendor is in Ogremar. Anyway, I went up to the gym. So I went up there a little bit later than I normally would. I went up there at 7:30. And the only car there in the little parking lot was... He's my friend. His name's Johan. And he's like 72 years old. He's a really, really friendly guy. Like, I like the guy. But... if I just need to go in there for 15, 20 minutes and just get my workout done, I can't do it if he's there. It's just, I can't. Because he loves to talk. He's a chatter. And a 15, 20-minute workout could be a 45-minute workout. You know, because I don't like to be rude, you know. I like the guy. He's cool. But at the same time, I just want to put my earbuds in and I just want to, you know, do my workout and get out. Not all the time. Sometimes I go out there and I'm feeling really chill. And, you know, I'll just sit and talk to him for a little bit. You know. But I couldn't, so I actually left. And I went back up there at 9, and he was still in there. His car was still there. But there were like 3 or 4 other cars, plus the gym owner was in there, and I needed to talk to him because I had to give him a new card, a new debit card, because my payment comes out tomorrow, and this card's going to be expiring. So, but if there's other people, he'll talk to other people as well. The other thing is, I feel kind of bad saying this, but he talks about the same shit over and over. Like, I've known the guy like 5 years since I moved here to Silver City. There are 4 gyms in Silver City, and we've worked out together at 3 of them, just kind of by, well, the first gym we worked out at, it actually moved, so everybody from that gym moved, so we were at that second gym, and then I left the second gym because I couldn't stand the owner. He just didn't take care of his gym. He didn't care about it. Things would break, and they would be broken forever, just never fixed. He just put a sign on it. I got kind of sick of that kind of attitude. So I left and I went to the gym I'm at now, which is a great gym. It's the best gym in Silver City. It's called Silver Barbell. But Johan would stop by here every once in a while because we live really close. He lives like a half a mile from me. And he would stop in just to check on me or whatever. And so I'd tell him about the new gym. I was like, you ought to join. It's fucking great. And he eventually did. But the stories, like, he ends up telling you the same thing that I've talked about with him 100 times. And there are certain things that'll, like, set him off. If you mention a doctor or pharmaceutical company, he goes off. And understandably, we share the same opinions on the pharmaceutical in the healthcare system in the United States. It's for profit. It's profit driven, and I'm not going to go off on it, but anyway, he'll talk about how he used to play hockey in the 70s, and it's like I've heard all this stuff so many times. But he's a really, really cool guy. He really is. 72 years old, and I've said this before, the dude looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger when Arnold was in his 40s. I mean, this dude is unbelievably... He's in such phenomenal shape for his age. It's insane. This guy he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he's never done drugs. He's never had junk food. He's from Finland, and it's just the way he was raised. He was raised on real food, which people call organic food these days. It makes it sound exotic. No, it's just the food that your fucking grandparents and your great-grandparents used to eat. That's what organic food is. It's actual food that's not processed, refined, doesn't have sugar. So he doesn't eat sugar, no caffeine. And like this dude could write a book. To look like that at 72, and all you have to do is listen to him talk about, because he knows a lot about how to build muscle, what to eat, what not to eat, what certain foods do to you, what supplements to take, what supplements not to take. Like, he's just a wealth of information, and it shows. I mean, the guy, if you want to take advice from somebody, it's somebody like that who's been living it for, 70 years. But yeah, that's not very many people on the planet have a lifestyle like that, I don't think. He doesn't eat anything artificial at all. So think about what that really means for a second. That means nothing that's been packaged or processed. If it wasn't around 10,000 years ago, he doesn't eat it. That's also known as paleo, like a paleo type of diet. But that's the way that we evolved for the most part. Eating things out of the ground or, fish, meat, seeds, berries, nuts, but not all of them. I really enjoy listening to him talk about those types of things. That was stupid. I just wasted another 300 mana by doubling up on my Shadow Word Pain. That's because I'm talking. Troll Sweat. Give me that. Yeah. I wonder if we could deal with these oozes. We were having a hell of a time last episode dealing with things 2 levels above us. A hell of a time. But they were also pretty annoying mobs. Let's go scope out some of the oozes. We may as well complete a quest if we can. If we're going to be grinding anyway, right? Now, one thing about the guy, he has no filter. None. And he doesn't give a shit about being politically correct. I don't even think he knows what that is. Like, this guy's old school, man. He doesn't give a fuck if you're offended. Like, that's your problem, right? And I kind of agree with that. I mean, for the most part. Obviously, being racist and stuff like that, that's different. But he's not, like, racist or anything. He just doesn't give a fuck if you get offended because he has his own opinions, which I respect a lot. But at the same time, man, and he's very loud. He's very loud spoken. You're not going to have a private conversation with that guy in the corner. Everybody's going to know what's going on. So, like I said, he is a little bit old school. So if he's talking about like women and stuff that he's, I'll say dated, he can be a little bit vulgar. Every time he tells me about his hockey days, he said he played professional hockey. I don't think here in the States. It was, I guess it was Finland. I don't know. He did play some here in the United States. And I definitely believe it. But every time that comes up, I'm just like, oh shit, here we go. So this is the 70s where they didn't wear fucking goalies didn't wear face masks. Dudes didn't wear helmets. Like, it was brutal, man. This dude's missing all kinds of teeth, but, he'd be like, in between periods, there would be these groupies, these women groupies, and they would come into the locker room. And so I'm going to do something for you. You can look at the screen if you need to. And you could skip ahead. I'm going to be a little bit vulgar, but he'd be like, and in between these periods, all kinds of chicks would come into the locker room, and I'd just be fucking these chicks. I'd just be fucking these chicks like that. And he does the movement, man, in the gym. It's like young girls sometimes in there. I'm just like, oh my God, dude. Come on, man. We're really fucking loud. Like I said, he doesn't give a shit. But that guy's got a lot of stories. Sometimes I wonder, like, this is bullshit. This guy's... You can pretty much bring up anything, and it seems like he's been there, done that type of thing. And I'm not saying that he hasn't, but sometimes it's, He says he was in Special Forces, and I don't think that's true. I don't know. I wonder if this mob bugs out here. No, he can get to me, which is good. But the other gym we worked out at, there was a guy who was in the Iraqi war. Like, this guy was a legit military dude. And Johan had told him, like, he was in the special forces and all this. And I was talking to this guy later, and he said he didn't believe it at all. Because he's like, I know guys in special forces, and they usually don't come out and, say that they're in special forces and all that. But I don't know. Who knows? But he's quite the character, man. He doesn't like... He doesn't like the music of today. That's the nicest way I can put it. He's gotten better. But I've seen that dude. So there's this fucking Bluetooth speaker in there that anybody can connect their phone to and play whatever they want as loud as they want. I fucking hate it, man. I can't stand the shit. This is not good. I might have to bail on this fight. I have no mana left. This thing's half health. I'm going to reset here. That's not good. I can't handle level 48s. I just don't have the mana pool for it. And I can't wand anything down. This wand is so garbage. This is part of the problem I'm having on this character. Is I don't really have wand damage. Let's just reset here. But yeah, so, sometimes I'll go in there. It's actually a lot, man. It's one of the reasons I go to the gym so early is because, so I don't have to listen to somebody else's fucking music so loud that even with my own earbuds in, I can hear the shit. And, the music that's popular today is, there's a lot of rap and hip hop, and I'm, that's fine and cool. Listen to whatever you want. But it just seems like every time I'm in there and that music is on, dude, it's always a song where the dude is saying the N-word like every sentence, like 100 times. And I don't know. I guess I'm just an older guy. To me, it's just racist as shit. Like, it's not a slang word, even though it's used as slang. I can't stand it. I just fucking can't stand to hear it. And Johan can't either. And like I said, it would be one thing if it was at a volume to where it sounds like you're at a fucking concert. But it's not. It's loud as shit. But I've seen Johan go over there and just turn the fucking thing off. And there's like some young dude in there, or a couple of young guys, and they don't say anything to him. Well, that's not true. I did see one guy's like, hey, man, I'm sorry. I'll turn that down. He's like, yes, please turn it down. Because, like you said, this dude's 72. Dude, I would not want to mess with this dude. This dude would fuck you up. I have no doubt. He's a really intimidating looking dude, man. He doesn't look 70. This dude looks like he's 50. He looks like he's my age. But anyway, it's funny. Because, I'll just deal with it, But the gym owner does the same thing. He puts the same kind of music on and turns it up really loud. It's usually, I mean, he likes hip hop and rap and stuff, but he plays, it seems to be, I don't know, it's a little bit lighter. If I don't even know what that means, but it's not so what I would call offensive. If that's your thing, don't get upset or anything. I'm just an older guy. I've got different tastes in music. You'd probably hate the music I like. I'm just saying it feels it just feels fucked up to hear that word used like that based on the history of that word. But anyway. Let's slay. I'm going to focus on the 46s and the 47s here. The 48s, I think, are just out of reach. Even the 47s are a little bit tough. Yeah, this is way more doable here. We got a druid over there. Level 50. He should have no problem with all of his gear. Alright, we need 5 more of the little ones here. We need 10 of the big jade oozes. $265. Oh, Mind Blast is actually the more expensive of these two spells. Nice resist there. That's it. Out of mana. 1 resist, and it kind of screws us up there. Put the dot instead of the shield here. The dot actually does decent damage. It's 85 damage every 3 seconds. It's not too bad. 510 over 18 seconds. Blinkinator? What? Am I reading that right? Blinkinator? Okay. What does that mean? I picture that that name on a rogue. He's a night elf. I'm actually gonna heal him up here. He's gonna try to give me Mark of the Wild, but I can't take it. There it is. Thank you, brother. Can't have that, but God, would I love to. Oh, man, look at that one. It's one of the good ones, too. 195 armor, all attributes by 8. Look at that. Look what it does to us. Just, it's like a different character almost, but yeah, we can't have it. We can't have it. Let's roll up onto the hill here. You can get the giant eggs, I think it is, from these owl beasts, which is also part of the recipe you need for Dirge Quick Cleave, the gadget sand thing. That was a fail right there. I think I'm going to skip Mind Blast. Holy Fires with my dot. And to drink. Ooh, nice cloth boots there. 8 stam. That should sell. God, this would be perfect for us. Level 47. I did a little bit of grinding between this episode and the last episode. You saw not a whole lot. Maybe you got 4 or 5 bars, something like that. There's our druid friend. What does my power word shield absorb? About 500 damage. Hey, thanks, brother. Oh, Innervate? Is that what that is? It is. Wow. I don't know what kind of cooldown that is. I know almost nothing about druids or shamans. It's probably the thing I have the least amount of experience with. Ooh, this is going to have some money in it, potentially. Yeah, 10 silver. Thank you very much. Whoop. Okay. Mind Blast just does so much more damage. Oh, shit. So I just want to get that mob down. I feared them the same way we're running here. I gotta be careful. I gotta be damn careful here. I can't afford to run into anything else. So I'm just going to look down here at my water, and when I can drink again, I know that we're out of combat, like now. Okay. Yikes. Let's go back over here anyway. 2 more sludges. Powered shield is pretty... It's not inexpensive, is it? It is not. It was a redundant question. Clipped the end of that pane off there, but whatever. Got a couple new characters going. Well, they've taken place of characters we had going, but we've got a human priest, Susie. We're going to be healing hardcore dungeons on her. We've healed Dead Mines. I'm going to try to get us into... I wouldn't actually mind going into Shadowfang Keep, but I'm not sure how to get there as the Alliance. I think it's kind of a dangerous at that level. And then we've got a warrior, where we're tanking and DPSing on the warrior. Kind of go back and forth between the two. I'm not real comfortable tanking. I don't feel like I'm that good. And I'm just like, okay, but I don't know if that's good enough. It's pretty rough kind of managing multiple mobs, like keeping threat on everything when you've got, especially if you're with some higher level players, like a mage or something, it's fucking hard. It's just a lot to kind of manage for me. But I'm going to try to get better. Try to do better with it. Being with the right people makes a huge difference, because there are some people who pull hunters, mages, whatever, ranged warlocks, and they just like run. They're just fucking... And so as the tank, you're having to run all over hell and back, drag the pack that you have with you while you're trying to get the other one. Like, the best thing to do is just run right to the tank. If you get something on you, just run to the tank. It's so much easier on the tank. I don't need this, but let's work our way in a little bit more. The larger mobs are inside this little, whatever the hell this is. It probably gets a little easier as you get a little bit higher level with the warrior, but I do have a taunt with a, I think it's a 10-second CD I can use. I might have an AoE threat or taunt that I can do as well, which has a much longer CD. I think it's 10 minutes. And then I've got my Sunder Armors, which causes a high amount of threat. Also, I think... Is it Heroic Strike that also causes a decent amount? It could be... something else. I can't remember the name of it. I just, not a whole lot. It's not a whole lot I have. I just apply my stacks of Sunder. I'm not there to have high DPS or anything. I'm just there to hold threat. Just a meat shield for the DPS. Try to finish this quest up. I don't know if we're going to be able to. We're about 45 minutes in. Shit, I meant to set the Hearthstone here, but I didn't. Because that's something I hardly ever remember to do. Is that music too loud? I hope not. Put it to 5%. I think right out on this island right here is the one of the escort chicken quests or whatever. Don't do it if you're doing hardcore unless you're in a group. I wouldn't. Dangerous. Appreciate you. Yeah, we're going to head on back. We'll finish this up next episode. It'll give us something else to grind here. Got to pick up some more drinks. I live in a world where 47 drinks aren't that many drinks. Yeah. Doing a little bit of fasting on and off here with my keto. Pretty hungry, but I don't actually mind being hungry. I've mentioned this before on the channel. I kind of like the feeling. It's hard to explain, but it just makes me feel, my body just feels better a little bit. Like if I've had a healthy meal, you know, a couple hours ago, but I'm feeling hungry, like I'm fine. And I know that, so I don't have to, you know, you don't have to eat if you're not hungry. But I don't know, I've always It may go back to when I was a child, because I went hungry quite a bit as a child. So that might have something to do with it. I don't know, but I feel like I've always been this way. Even when I was like MMA fighting and stuff, I had a super, super strict diet. And depending on, you know, who I had to fight or if I was trying to move up or down a weight class or whatever, I'd fast on or fast or not fast, whatever. But I kind of always like the feeling of just feeling a little bit hungry. It's just kind of, it gives me this little edge or something. I don't know. My body feels like it's working the way that it's supposed to work. Like if the energy I need is it's coming from fat stores and not burning off glucose, which is sugar, which is what your body stores. It just feels better. That's how the body is designed to work, and that's how it works. So people who eat a ton of sugar and shit all the time, you get overweight really quickly, and then you never lose that weight because if you're not eating and your body needs energy, it burns sugar instead of body fat. But there's so much sugar stored on your body, you never burn the body fat. And it's kind of this cycle that never ends.
You got my attention. Be good.
I don't have 5 necklaces? No, sir.
Off with you.
Alrighty. Off with you, freak. How's it doing?
What can I get for you today?
Yeah, don't ask me what how's it doing means. Just going to sell that. That's not going to sell. Cured ham steak. No, thank you. We don't need that. I'll try to sell the rest of these. This red meat, I don't know. I guess that sells. You have any drinks, brother? He does. All right, let's sell 2 of these because I like to keep it even, Steven. Even, Steven, Eric. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So much money we spent on drinks. There's kind of no way around it on this character. Oh, let's go check our mail real quick here. The latency's been a little high. It's not terrible. Made a few more sales. We sold Greater Healing Potion for 4 silver, almost 5. Ooh, the Rumsey Black Label sold. I had 2 of them for a gold 38. Nice. Give me that. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to me. I appreciate you being here. Take care of the Iron Man and myself. We'll catch you in tomorrow's episode.
Farewell.
Farewell to you. Peace.